Leah from Island Sun Tarot, and welcome to my March favorites. I have some tarot crystals and then a couple of fiction books that I'm just going to throw in on the end, so if you're not interested in seeing those, you don't have to watch all the way through. Alright, so let's get started with some tarot first. So March is actually the month of my birthday on the 4th, so I got myself a couple of things that ended up being fast favorites. I have for a long time wanted to get the Druidcraft Tarot, and I finally got it. And I got the large box set that came with a pretty hard box and a slide out with the ribbon. And then it came with a very large book that's actually been really, really great. Very, very informative and a fun read, actually. And then I honestly don't know why. Oh, there's nudity in this deck. Sorry, you've been warned. I don't know why I didn't want to get this deck for so long. Like, I'm so glad that I just finally gave in. I don't know, like I wanted a more pagan style deck and I was like, just do it. I was at Barnes & Noble, so I picked it up and I'm just in love with it. I love the artwork. This deck definitely feels like it could be a year-round deck. A lot of the cards feel like summer or spring, fall. It's all there, and it's beautiful. It reads really well. Now I know why it's a fast favorite, and a lot of people recommend this deck. I don't know why I didn't get it earlier. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay, so the Druidcraft Tarot, absolutely amazing. I've been working with it all month, and I love it. Next, I'm sure as I continue to do some of these month favorite videos, you'll probably get tired of hearing about this deck, but I have to include it on this one since it's the first one I'm doing. It is the Animal Totem Tarot by Lisa Robertson. I adore this deck. There's no other way to put it. I love it. I love the animals that they've chosen for each card. The book is amazing as well. It's really beautiful. The energy is great. All these animals and this entire deck just feels like a near and dear friend. All right, so the Animal Totem Tarot. And then also, I had been absolutely addicted to the Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot since I got it, I will want to say in October. And I finally put it away this month because this deck, the Tarot Fauna, comes in a hard 2-piece box. This deck was just calling to me this month, and it has been so beautiful to read with. There's just a lot of really like nurturing cards where it depicts the animals. Like here, this is a beautiful empress with her pups. So it definitely just gives me that like spring vibe, new life. The color palette that they've used for this deck is so lovely. So yes, a definite favorite. I'll show the backs. But I'm so glad that I got this one out this month. It's been really fun to read with, and the artwork is just beautiful to just dive into these cards and get lost in them a little bit. All right, so that's it for tarot, and then I have one oracle deck. So it is the Isis Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So, little backstory on this deck. I had it a long time ago, and when I moved to Hawaii, I purged through my entire collection and got rid of everything that I hadn't been using or didn't feel a connection with. And to be honest, I never really gave this deck a chance to have a connection with it because I was really into working with a few other decks at the time. So I got rid of it. Chunky guidebook, it's really good. And I'm so glad that I rebought this deck because the one that I had was the old Blue Angel cardstock that was super glossy and sticky, and I had never really worked the deck in either. But this, oh, to die for. It's the new matte, the back of the card. The new Blue Angel matte finish that they're doing, and the cardstock is just, oh, lovely. And I missed this artwork. Seriously, it's like, there was a reason why I bought this deck in the first place. I was so drawn to it. And I cannot believe that I did not stop what I was doing and take the time to work with this deck. Oh, it's beautiful. So clear, the readings that I get from this deck too. I love working with Isis. So pretty. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say the artwork is by Jimmy Manton. All right, so Oracle deck, Isis Oracle. All right, let's do the crystals. And as I look at everything, I realize that most of them are blue. Okay, so the first one I have is a tourmaline, and this is a purifying stone, and I don't have any tourmaline, and this is the first piece that I got, and it's been so lovely to work with. I just like purify the space before a reading. I've been carrying it in my bag too, just to have on me, and it's been a really great energy to have. Next I have blue celestite, and this is a gentle strength and inner peace type of crystal. It was a gift from my grandma for my birthday, and again, my first piece of this style crystal. And it is so beautiful. I can't barely see the color. You can see the little, it's got a rainbow in it too. A really gorgeous piece. Wonderful sense of calm with this stone. Again, perfect size to carry in my bag. I have a little chiffon bag that I carry them with. And then this is howlite. And there's no other way to put it. This is a patience stone. I have a thimble full of patience on my best day. And most of my patience is reserved for my children. But yes, flat is a wonderful size to hold in your hand. It's perfectly soft, really beautiful. And then next I have Larmar. So these three pieces are actually from the Bahamas. And these colors, they're just so gorgeous. This is a stone of tranquility. Sorry, I just have a couple notes here off to the side. And clarity, which I really feel from this stone. This last piece is a lot softer than the other three. I see a little bit of the natural color there. But yes, loving stone. Such tranquility and clarity. Beautiful. And then last but not least, I have blue calcite. And this is a recuperation and relaxation stone. Egg shape. This was a gift from my grandma. Such gorgeous color. And when I opened it, I was just like, oh, she just knew. It's got a little bit of red here on the side. So beautiful. It came with a little stand. I don't know if it'll sits perfectly, but it is a really good size to hold, meditate with, just to sit with and enjoy. And this is a really good stone for releasing negativity, and I absolutely love that. I have blue calcite all over my home, but this piece is just really powerful, and this is actually the darkest color blue, shade of blue that I have for this style stone. So really stunning. All right, so these I'm just throwing in because it was something that I enjoyed this month. It's not tarot or oracle related, but I still wanted to share. I admit I've definitely probably watched Bridgerton twice on Netflix, not this month, just overall. And so I finally read the book. The first book, technically it's called The Duke and I. They did redo this artwork to go with the show. But before the show it was just called The Duke and I. And then the next one is called The Viscount Who Loved Me. And so I'm interested in reading that too, but I've got a couple other things on my list right now, so I think I'm gonna wait. But this was really, really good. If you like the show, please, please pick up the book. It was an awesome read. And then also, this was from, okay, so Sanditon. It was a show on the PBS Masterpiece. So when I watched the show, I found out that there's actually 4 different versions. The version that they used for the show, and then this one called Sanditon by Jane Austen, completed by another lady. So if you don't know, Jane Austen started Sanditon. I believe she wrote the first 11 chapters, and it's been finished by 4 other different people. So I like reading the different versions, and it's nice to see the ending that they chose versus what was the ending that they did in the show. So this has been really fun. I recommend this. I think so far I've read 3 different versions, the one from the show, another, and then this, and this is definitely my favorite ending. Really, really great read if you like the Jane Austens. And then this last one, I brought the first book just to show, because I'm actually on the 5th book of the series called Mirror Sight by Kristen Britton. It's a science fiction fantasy, and it's really, really fun. I was recommended to read this series by a friend that saw me reading something else, and she was like, if you like that, you should read this. So the first book is called Green Rider by Kristen Britton. And I don't want to give away too much if you do decide to read it, but it's just about a young girl getting started in life, and she gets swept up into an adventure that she never expected for herself. And her growth and the other characters that she comes across, it's really, really beautiful and amazing. And I honestly, when I started reading this one, it was good, but at the time I didn't know that there was 7 books. So here we are, finished the 5th one, and it was really great. The author has carried the suspense and adventure and character growth through all the books really well so far. And I am a total horse girl, and I love that it's a King's Messenger service, and they all have a horse that they're paired with, that they work with, and so that's really great too for me. So there you have it, guys, a few of my March favorites. I hope that you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful April.